The Dermaroller is the #1 treatment you should be using to fighting your hair loss naturally. I'll be talking about my exact technique that you need to watch before you're thinking about dermarolling or microneedling for your hair loss. So keep watching to find out, plus a miracle combo treatment right at the end. Hello, my name is Iman. I suffer from hair loss and we talk about natural, scientifically backed methods to fight hair loss. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Dermarollers, the exact technique that you should be using, the right Dermaroller you should be using, plus a really cool combo treatment that is natural, scientifically backed, and really effective. So when I started suffering from hair loss, I pored over many scientific studies, and microneedling always came up as a great way to combat hair loss, and it's super effective. I was able to get my friend to Dermaroller. She had alopecia and she had a massive bald spot at the back of her head. She dermarollered once a week. She had amazing results. Like, this is just insane. Like, so happy for her. Dermarollering helped me so much in fighting hair loss, and I would really recommend anyone who is suffering from hair loss, hasn't found a treatment that really works for them. Microneedling is a great treatment, but you have to be super careful. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the exact technique, the right Dermaroller, the right needle length, the right material, and the right way to use it. So let's just get into it. So the way that microneedling works is that you make small incisions into your scalp, and these micro wounds stimulates blood flow, stimulates collagen, so your body floods nutrients, growth factors to the area, and helps to stimulate hair growth. The studies shown great results for anyone microneedling, been shown to be more effective than over-the-counter drugs like minoxidil, which has so many side effects like scalp acne, itching. So it's really important to use the right Dermaroller. And I actually recently launched my own hair growth brand, Bia, which means the beauty in all. My Dermarollers have just come back into stock. And the reason why you want to get this specific Dermaroller or a Dermaroller like this one is because this one has real needles. So you can see here that this Dermaroller has real needles rather than fake needles, individual needles. Dermarollers on the market now, all of the huge brands are peddling fake needle discs. Now these are wheels stuck together. They're normally made out of a material like titanium, which is very hard to sharpen. So you're actually making more damage to your scalp. Triangular discs cut the scalp rather than making micro incisions, small incisions. And you can see here the difference between the bananas here, like having a real needle versus a fake needle disc. It makes a huge difference. So that's the first thing. You want to make sure you're getting real needles. The other important thing to know is that you want to make sure to get stainless steel versus titanium or any other, because the stainless steel is used in medical surgeries. Doctors use it in surgeries. Next, you want to make sure you're getting the right depth. Right depth is 1.5 millimeters. I've pored over loads of scientific studies, and the needle length they use is between 1.5 and 2. And that's because you want to get to the right layer of your scalp to stimulate hair growth. 0.5 up to 1 is only going to increase the absorption. So you're not going to actually increase the effectiveness of stimulating hair growth, of stimulating blood flow, which is key to hair growth. So you want to make sure you're using a 1.5 millimeter Dermaroller. And my Bia Dermaroller is obviously 1.5 millimeters. If you are concerned about using a longer needle depth, remember that you have full control over the depth it goes. So you have your Dermaroller here. You can choose how far it goes into the skin. So right now I'm just lightly pressing on it, but then if I press harder, it goes all the way into the skin. Ouch! You have full control, so it's all about the pressure. If you want to get yourself the best Dermaroller on the market, and I'm not just saying that, you can use my code Dermaroller 1.5mm to get 10% off. Okay, now the good part. We're going to talk about the technique, and this is so important because if you don't use the right technique, then either you're going to cause damage or you're not going to get the results that you want. So there are a few steps to this, and the first step is cleaning your Dermaroller. You want to make sure you're disinfecting your Dermaroller Dermaroller before and after use, using rubbing alcohol, and you can use a soft bristle toothbrush to get in between those needles and get rid of that dead skin buildup. On the same topic, you want to make sure your scalp is prepared for your microneedling. So I would really recommend to use a scalp scrub or freshly brewed coffee granules a few days before to make sure that you don't have any product buildup, basically pushing dandruff, dead skin cell, product buildup into your scalp. You want to make sure your scalp is nice and clean to get the best results. You can obviously Dermaroller without washing your hair, but it's always good to do it once you've kind of just washed your hair. So once you've prepared your scalp, you've prepared your Dermaroller, it's now time to microneedle. So I'm going to give you guys some quick tips that I incorporate to make sure I know that I'm doing it right. I would always recommend starting at problem areas. My edges here, I always start just because I want to make sure I'm giving it enough attention. Rolling up, down, to the side, and I'm putting pressure. So you can see here I've got my finger here and I'm applying pressure to make sure the needles go in. So to the side, to the corner, diagonally. Now the area is red and I've got pinpoint bleeding. So that's what you want. So you want to make sure you're getting pinpoint bleeding, because the studies, what they did was they ensured that they had pinpoint bleeding or redness in the area. So here you can see I've done a pretty good job. I've gone in all directions. I have some pinpoint bleeding. The area is red. So now I can move on to the next section. Start off with the areas where you might have bald spots, hairline, more thinning. Start with that. That's your priority, and then move on to the rest of your scalp. So you want to part your hair in sections and roll over each section. Once I've done this section, I'm going to part my hair again, and I'm going to go all over my top of my scalp. So once you've done that, you've done the whole top of your scalp, you're going to do your sides. Quicken the process, because no one wants to sit there doing microneedling. Like, it's not fun, and it also really hurts. So one of the things that I do to kind of speed up the process, definitely on the sides, I put my fingers through like this. I go over each section. I go in each direction, all done quickly. And then the back, and then roll. Diagonally, up and down, to the side, applying a lot of pressure. The frequency of when you want to do the microneedling, you want to use it once a week, and you want to wait 72 hours before you wash your hair. I would just check your scalp to see if it's healed. Once it's healed, you can do microneedling again, but you want to stay consistent, and you need to do it for at least 6 months before you see any results. The studies were done over a 6-month period, and it took 6 months before they saw any results. Now, the miracle combo treatment is using microneedling and rosemary essential oil. Now, rosemary essential oil has been shown in clinical studies to be just as effective as minoxidil because of its stimulative properties. It stimulates blood flow, it stimulates hair growth, and it is a great alternative to harsh chemicals like minoxidil. You want to get yourself rosemary essential oil along with a carrier oil of your choice, like jojoba, almond. It's really up to you what you want to use, but you want to make sure you're using cineol versus the bone rosemary essential oil. So it's really important to get the right rosemary essential oil. I have my own hair growth oil called the Super Roots Hair Growth Elixir, and this, along with the Dermaroller, has...
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, I was not talking to you. This oil is amazing. It has so many hair growth properties. It's got so many different oils that promote hair growth, like pumpkin, lavender, sage, hemp, black seed. Basically all the oils, all organic, cold pressed in a lovely, beautiful bottle. And that is all on my website, linked in the description. Let me know in the comments any results that you guys have had from microneedling, whether you haven't had results, whether you have had results. Love to hear from you. I really hope you liked this video. Make sure to check out my How to Beat Hair Loss playlist, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, bye.